everybody. Let me just tweak the audio a bit so you can hear me more. There we go, that's a bit better,
There
right?
are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
So, hoping to do a quick Genshin stream tonight, just to catch up on my dailies. So a bit of a guerrilla stream. And I will just get the game window up and running. I had a bit of a delay getting started. It was my first time playing Genshin on the PC after playing it on PS5 for ages. And so far I've been kind of blown away by just the quality of
surely
it and
enough
how it all
to convince
looks.
anyone to become a wanderer.
So I'm super excited to give it a good little spin. And I need to put my AR, my adventure rank, in the chat, I think. So, well, in the title. So I'll get that very quickly. I'm AR 55. So I've been playing it for quite a long time now, since just after the end of the Venti banner. I don't see too many VTubers in the Genshin tag, so it's kind of exciting. So hey, if you're in the chat, say hello, and I will say hello to you as well, while I'm getting things all set up here. I'd love to know how your day was. Did you have a good Monday? I had a pretty good Monday. Can't complain. Whereas my colleague likes to say I could complain, but nobody would listen anyway. Oh, Genshin is not making this easy for me. I don't know what it is. I think I've heard there's a VTubing curse that affects all VTubing streamers, where the minute you try and stream anything, it just refuses to work. And so far, I believe it. I really do. And if you want to put in the chat who you main, I would love to hear. I have been Zhao main for quite a while now, though we accidentally also became Jean mains. And back when I started, way back when, I was maining Razor until I decided to open up my wallet and join the 5-star gang. And as always, if there's any audio issues, please do pipe up in the chat. But I've got my audio bar on screen and it's looking like things are going okay. I can see my own voice. And there it goes again. So far so good, I hope. And after relaunching the game, that's just loading up, so fingers crossed, it will share soon. I was playing Hades last time, so this will be quite a different little experience, a bit more grindy. The world bosses have just reset, so I'm looking forward to beating them up. I haven't gotten too far in Inazuma yet, because the other half and I are playing that together. But Oh my god, I'm so looking forward to getting the bounties and requests unlocked. It's killing me not being able to work towards those gorgeous wings. I want to put them on my fischl. They're so pretty. Well, one thing I will say about the PC version is it seems to load a lot more slowly than the PS5 version. Though it loads quicker than the PS4 version, but then of course anything would. RIP to all the PS4 players who are out there fighting the fight and trying to survive. Okay, that's the audio coming through. But I'm still being slightly defeated by the screen, but that's okay. I have an idea for how to fix that.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Aha, there we go. And we have ourselves a window. I know this is what you tuned in for. A cat girl tries to work OBS, I know it's gripping, but we're almost there. There we go. And we've got our little kitty border. Alright. So, to start things off, I need to use my resin because I've been waiting all day to use it and I've got so much stored up. It's been driving me absolutely bananas. Oh my god, I don't know any of the buttons. So, try not to accidentally buy everything.
I follow the wind.
I'm gonna get off the high tower a bit so I don't die. And you know what? You know what seems like a fun way to learn the buttons on this PC controller? Fighting Storm Terror. They're a fairly decent party, a little low on HP, but I trust Johnny to take care of it. And I keep looking for my quick menu. There it is. Alright. Okay. I think we're all up on the buttons. Let's go. Let's go. Punch Storm Terror. I'm just waiting to do something terrible, like dive off the edge of a cliff. And just before we go into combat, I'm going to give my audio levels one last check. I don't want to deafen anyone. Testing. Alright, looking good. Let's go punch ourselves a dragon. Or accidentally click out. I'm sorry, stream. And a quick moment to pause because I just realised my iron brew isn't very visible and I can't have that. I need y'all to know what we're drinking today. Da, 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 da. There we go. We have ourselves a nice cold can of iron brew. and we're good to go. We got our drinks, remember to hydrate, chat. And let's go fight Storm Terror. Oh no, I did it again. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, how about before this happens one more time, I change the control mapping. I think this is basing it on the Xbox controls, and it's not actually an Xbox I've got plugged in, which is making this extra fun. Let's give that a go. Almost. One off, I think. Oh, I love his little slashing move.
This scenery is wonderful.
There
Surely
we
enough to
go.
convince anyone to become a wanderer. One with nature.
Alright, now we can go for the dragon. Yep, I'm happy with this team. Storm Terror, please have mercy on this poor cat girl who has forgotten to map the controls before streaming.
Solidified!
Alright. Oh no. I'm sorry, Kazuha. What have I done to my body?
Wind Strider. Useless.
It's possible one should be kind of learning control layout that, but what's life without a little story?
Solidified! Order guide you!
Oh. Come on, tall boy, get us up there.
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud. Foreign. Disappear. Here.
Come back. Please, I'm very stupid. Kazuha, save us. Honestly, Kazuo's just been such a fun character to play with. I didn't know what to expect when they introduced him, but a glorious mix of Jin and Zhao is... it's just... it's everything. Just such a fun character to play as.
Solidify!
Leon is still my MVP just for that fucking shield. Zhongli, the king of keeping us alive.
One with nature.
Oh no, the pillar.
Never again.
Ah, well. That doesn't usually happen, chat.
Solidify!
By royal decree.
Official, I've kind of been wasting it, haven't I? If I clean that slot instead. There we go.
Stay focused.
The new lines when they're hurt are painful. It just makes me feel so bad for not healing enough. Zhongli. I could heal Kazuha, or dangerously.
Into the wind.
Stabilize!
Come at me, big boy. Oh, he did upset. Tragic. Yeah, what are you doing over there? Ah, you said you were about to do some platforms for me, eh? Well, that wasn't too bad, actually.
Stay focused.
Ooh. Magic, magic, magic.
Clouds high. The birds call. Wind strike. Evil conquering. Worthless.
There's my damage features.
Here.
That's what I was needing. Alright, we got an attack gladiator. Not bad, not bad. The Valen's plume. Might be handy if we upgrade Jean. Oh, some dream solvent, yeah. Apart from that, mostly run of the mill stuff. But we did get free resin for the first time today, which is good. Because that was starting to stack up. Okay, it was only at 140, so that's not too bad. Now, excuse me, Statue of the Seven. I require some heals. Oh, Micah! I'm sorry, Maya. Hello, how are you? Yeah, I super enjoy Storm Terror's Lair. Thank you for joining. It's really nice to have you. So right now, because it's a Monday reset, I am just going through with the world bosses, but it's also my first time playing on the PC, and I'm using a third-party controller, and trying to learn the buttons has been a nightmare. What have you been up to today? And how far along are you in Genshin? Let's give a bit of a shot. So I've got the party set up for him. Okay, my teapot's needing doing, so I'll quickly nip over and do that. Oh, researching more for mythology. Oh, are you studying mythology? That is so cool. It's one of those things that I really wish I'd had the chance to study. What sort of mythology is it? Are you specialising in a certain type, or is it all sorts of world mythology? Also, what do you think of Pokemon Unite? I've been really tempted to play it, but at the same time I was seeing in the news recently that one of the big streamers, Moist Critical maybe, basically paid his way to the top of it, and I'm afraid of going near something that might trap me into pay to win. Oh, Celtic, I mean, of course I love that. Oh, I won't ask where you're studying, that's probably a bit too much. But is it a Scottish sort of institution that's doing it? Of course. Janchek. How do you say the surname there, Janchek? Janchek. I'm trying to figure it out because it's not very Czech. Oh, thank you. Perfect. It's an unusual combination of letters. Is it a translated Gaelic name? I'm a native Gaelic speaker, but I can't say I've ever seen CECH in the words, or if I did, I've already forgotten it. Do you speak Gaelic yourself? Oh, that is so cool. Is there a particular flavour of Gaelic that you like? Like a regional accent? Yeah, that would make sense if it's the Irish Gaelic, yeah. Sorry, Irish Gaelic. Because that would be why the letter patterns are a bit unfamiliar. I'm used to the Scottish Gaelic. Scottish, Gaelic, Irish, Gaelic. Oh yeah, I'm getting flustered. It's so nice to have someone to talk to about Gaelic. And it's so nice to meet a speaker as well. There's so few of us these days. And do you speak the Irish Gaelic yourself? Or the Scottish Gaelic? There are so few. I do really enjoy Duolingo for learning the Scottish variant, because a lot of the speakers there are local and have really nice sort of regional accents going on. So yeah, I do have a lot of time for that. 2 decades, yeah. It's really tough, honestly. I mean, I grew up speaking it natively, but because there's so few speakers on the mainland where I am, it's really hard to keep it up. There's some nice clusters of speakers around Inverness and in the Highlands, but the further out you go, the harder it is to find people that actually speak it. I tend to perk up if I hear the accent. Loch Lomond, oh, bonny Loch Lomond. That's fantastic. Oh, land of lovely songs and blue waters. Oh, I highly recommend the Hebrides. That's where my accent comes from and where my family's originally from.
This realm is truly beginning to...
I don't stay there anymore myself, but the accent never really leaves. Southern California you're from. That is... It's amazing to me how far people travel, you know? I've got a friend who lives in Southern California and I would absolutely love to go there. He is forever sending me photos of food from the food truck, from restaurants, even from his work cafe, and I'm astounded by how beautiful it is. I think the heat would probably do me some damage, though I'm not built for the heat. But I would certainly give it a go. Ah, the Standing Stones of Inverness. Is that the Callanish stones out in Stornoway? I'm trying to think. I don't know of any standing stones in Inverness itself. 13 degrees C. And I appreciate you translating that to Celsius, thank you. Wow, yeah, so I take it snow is a far off dream there. I'm up on a hill over here, so the minute winter comes I tend to get snowed in.
If you ever have
But
any...
it could be worse, you know? It could be a lot worse than being snowed in occasionally. Callanish, yeah, so the Callanish stones are out in the Hebrides, they're on Stornoway. I've visited them a lot. They're absolutely stunning. I highly recommend it and I hope you get a chance to go see them. Just beautiful, beautiful stones, and because Stornoway is quite a low population island, the roads to get there are very small and windy, so if you're in a hire car you'll be going across very narrow roads, usually with the literal ocean, the North Sea on either side of the road, which can be a bit scary, especially when the winds are high. And the Callanish stones are just out in the countryside. You get snow every 1 week, every 2 or 4 years or so, less than any. Oh, global warming, eh? Oh, I bet it must be a huge event then when the snow comes. Yeah, the Callanish stones are out just outside of Stornoway, the town.
The
You
damned
have
will sooner die
bagpipes.
again than lay a hand on
That
me.
is incredible. Do you play them? I could just spend the whole stream talking about this. Honestly, you're making my night here, Micah. Mayak, sorry. I will get the hang of it. But so yeah, do you play your bagpipes? Honestly, you put playing in quotes, but I reckon you can do better than I can. And they're difficult to play. It seems like they require so much breath capacity. Oh. Are there like local players that you hang out with and learn, or is it just you, the sort of the legendary bagpipe player of SoCal? Hey, 3 to 4 notes intentionally is great. I'm not gonna knock it. That is more than I could do. That is really impressive. I love how knowing that you picked the bagpipes anyway, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna challenge myself. Like, I have a lot of respect for that. Are there techniques that you use to sort of train the lung capacity? I picked up a Chinese flute, DJ recently, and it requires lung training, and I'm honestly terrible at it. Oh, chanter, yeah, so quite similar to the DJ, and that's a proper classic Scottish weapon, the chanter. I see. Your neighbourhood can do with a bit of music, I'm sure they'll be fine. Used to do free diving. Okay, you gotta tell me more about free diving. So that's diving without any kind of oxygen at all, right? That's just relying in... Wait, so... my brain's just catching up. So you've got less lung capacity than a lot of people, but you chose free diving and bagpipes. That is amazing, Mayak. I love that you're just going straight for the things that are going to push you to your limit. That is incredible. Where do you get that sort of confidence and energy? Do you have any tips for me on being that brave? I can't even imagine being like, oh, my lungs are bad. You know what I'm going to do? Go to the bottom of the ocean. I would be terrified. You trained at
Reduced
the
to just
Shaolin
standing
Temple.
around.
You
How
are
absurd.
living a fictional character's life, and I am astonished and amazed and mega impressed. What's the Shaolin Temple like? Is that where you learn to control your breath, is it? And is it a particular Shaolin Temple? Is there one big one? Or are there a lot scattered all over the world? Oh, that's fantastic. You were knighted when you were free at a historical reenactment and it coincided with your birthday party. That is absolutely amazing. And also, that is the best birthday party I can think of for anyone, let alone a 3-year-old. Oh, Zhongfeng, am I saying that right? The center of China. That's amazing. Did you go to China just for the temple? Or were you going there to see all various sites? Dongfeng, thank you. I'm slowly getting the hang of Chinese pronunciations, but still a long way to go. So I'm lucky to have you. But yeah, the second time I went it was just a train, and the first time you got to have a look around. Did you go there with the intention just to go there and train? And was it something that you spotted the first time around and went, I'm coming back to do that, or? Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, that is so cool. What martial arts do you do, Mac? Yeah? What kinds? I've got limited experience. I did a bit of karate in my younger years, which I think isn't one of the cool ones these days, but I still love it. For some reason, Shaolin... I should know what martial arts are linked with Shaolin Temple specifically, but I don't.
The rain stopped. I don't concern myself with the weather.
Has got fire and ice. I think our air team will handle that nicely. I absolutely love the music for this boss battle. But yeah, Mike, what martial arts do you do?
It is time, Morax. We settle this now.
Alright, Morax is here. Bring it on.
By royal decree.
This is another battle where I probably should have taken Jean rather than Fischl. But hey, Fischl's having a nice day out.
The wind knows me. Useless.
I will have order.
From above. I really feel for Ada. His storyline just hurt me. I just want Zhongli to have his dragon friend again.
Solidify.
And the idea that in the world of Teyvat, all the gods will eventually lose their memories and become sort of corrupted versions of themselves. Kind of terrifying, but also such cool fanfic fodder right there.
Solidify.
I do love the idea of the Archons that we know and love becoming corrupted over time.
Fisher.
Disappear!
Oh my gosh, I love that you're explaining it in terms of earthbending. Thank you for speaking my language. Oh, you used the claymore. That is amazing. And the glaive and the blade. Got you. I will turn that up. Thank you for letting me know. Oh. Oh, I super died. I think I quit by mistake. Let me bump up the volume. Thank you for saying. Microphone, go up. Is that a little better? Too big? Too loud? Just checking my bars. Yeah, okay, good. I've got some yellow bars. Perfect. I'll give that a try. And while this is paused, I can read about your martial arts. Firebending. And else that. Yungar earthbending. Tai Chi waterbending, of course. I absolutely love the look of Tai Chi. It's just such a gorgeous martial art. Bagua airbending, of course. Oh, capoeira. Capoeira is one of those ones that just looks incredible. Yoshujutsu, acupressure striking. Oh, that's scary. I love it. How did you find fighting with the claymore? What, is it as heavy as it looks? I love that you specialise in dragon style. That's good taste. And do you still get to practice it a lot in SoCal? No? No? The claymore's not heavy? The glaive and the shillelagh. Oh wow! Yeah!
Where do you want to go next?
You know, I think I've only seen glaives in video games. I swear there's some glaives in Genshin Impact and they look like fantastic weapons. I love the claymores as a concept, though I realise in reality I would not... Well, actually I would have thought I wouldn't be able to lift it, but now you've got me wondering. Maybe I would have a chance of being a claymore fighter, especially if I was in Genshin Impact.
Tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
And tell me, oh, the leverage is harder with the claymore, I see. I am appreciating you putting in the Gallic spelling as well, that's really good to see. It's just so nice to meet Gallic speakers on Twitch. I was not expecting that and I am most delighted. Thank you for being here. Of course. Yeah, the momentum from it. And what's Shillelagh like? Tell me about that, because it's a shame. My only exposure to Shillelaghs really has been through D&D, where it's mostly a flavour. I mean, you've been studying Gallic for 20 years. You are definitely a Gallic speaker. Don't put yourself down.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I
And there's so few of us, you know, there's no reason to be gatekeeping. I know some people do gatekeep about what a proper Gallic speaker is, and I don't jive with that. You're studying it, you're writing it perfectly, you're doing great. You're doing grand.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Oh, I love the druid class. What sort of druid were you? Wild shapes or one of the other types? It's bad that I can only remember Circle of the Moon, even though I'm actually playing a Fire Spirit druid in my current campaign, which is a good fun class. I do recommend that one. It's got a lot of the perks of wild shape, but also a bit of extra flavour. But yeah, tell me about your druid. And yeah, is the shillelagh as an actual weapon, is it very different from the shillelaghs in D&D? So if I'm remembering right, in D&D it's just any kind of natural weapon and then you add magic to it. They're kind of loosey-goosey about what a shillelagh can be. Oh, AD&D 2nd edition. Of course.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
That sounds amazing. Your party would have been lucky to have you. How long were you in your first campaign for? And hang on, 3 years old. I'm so curious. Like, was there an adult running the campaign? Was it your friends? How do you find D&D at 3 years old? Because that is amazing, and I wish I was that lucky. Oh, your mum was running it. That is fantastic. And it's always so nice to hear about mums running games, you know, because women in the D&D community have had it so hard for so long. Oh, and nice. Honestly, games where it's just 2 players and the DM can be absolutely amazing. The campaign where I'm a fire spirit druid, it's just myself and a friend and my partner running the DMing. And you get so much time to just roleplay and to like get to know the other players. Really rewarding. A ranger and a druid. I know the god Helm, yes, just from bits and pieces of reading. Is he the god that your druid was aligned with?
Ready for anything.
Holy smokes. Oh, hello, the Kaz. Good to see you as well. Thank you for joining us. I've been pestering Mayak with questions because they have the most fascinating life. And I'm loving every minute of it.
Where are those who share?
Oh, that's so cool.
It is time,
Morax, we settle this now. I probably should have healed before I went into this, huh? Oops. Hey, the Kaz, what's stopping you getting into D&D? Any sort of obstacles in particular, or is it just finding the time? Don't be silly, Mag. I bet you've got lots of epicness to come. Also, the Kaz, Mayak, I really appreciate you guys coming to join the stream. I know I'm a bit rough around the edges as a streamer, and it is lovely having you both for company. Probably shouldn't have left Joe suffering there, but oh well. We got Jean, she's the MVP. Oh Mike, you're too kind. There's a lot of work I need to do on this model. I haven't quite got the ear wiggles going on yet, which is driving me mad because I'm really excited to get those working. And I'm really close. But I told myself that I was making excuses by not streaming with the model as is, so I'm glad that it's not too atrocious and that people are still appreciating it. That makes my day.
One with nature.
Ah, yeah. Me, I get you. It's tough if you don't have friends, but that put me off for a while. And it still does, honestly, a little bit. And yeah, if you've got the chance to wait and play with friends, it is worth doing. But at the same time, if it's not likely to happen anytime soon, the online groups can be really good. My partner has been going in and out of online games a lot through the lockdown. He's a DM usually, and he wanted to practice a bit more of being a player. And yeah, it is a bit hit and miss. There's a lot of luck involved in the team, but when you get a good team, it's so rewarding. And it's interesting, D&D, because if you're going in and out of the online games, it can be really good if you're a person that's not good at sort of setting your boundaries, because it really does test your ability to leave things when you're not enjoying them and to figure out what works best for you. Because D&D ultimately is such a personal thing of what you want out of it. Do you want combat heavy or roleplay? Do you want lots of character voices, or do you want more just battle to battle? So honestly, even if the online games you find don't quite work for you, They can be really rewarding just for teaching you little things about yourself, what you like, what you don't like.
Falling leaves adorn my night.
Fisher!
Alright, Mag, you gotta give the glaive story on, you go.
Solidify!
Go as one! Wind, hear me.
Is the glaive as long a reaching weapon as the halberd?
Be crushed! Gather! This is order!
Go as one!
Oh hey, Zhao's ready to come back up.
There is no atonement!
For 1,000 years of pain! Okay, okay. So is this, I'm gonna say this out loud for anyone who's watching the VOD because it is epic. So Mike is telling us that there he was. Sorry, there they were. I don't know your gender. There they were in the middle of the Great Western War. The local kingdom hired our fighting force out as mercenaries, as the mercenaries they are. The enemy army immediately went around and hired all the other mercenary companies. Okay, that's a smart enemy. Also, is this LARPing or historical reenactment? Okay, that's awesome. So it's a kind of historical reenactment. So is this based on a particular battle, or is it kind of leaning more into the having fun with it? Halfway between. Oh, that I didn't even know those sort of groups existed. In my head, it was kind of you had to pick one or the other, and I love the idea of just getting to have that historical fun while also getting a bit of the looseness to it. Sounds really creative. So yeah, and so okay, so you've been hired.
You witness your reckoning!
Wow, I got distracted there because Ajda's fire absorption looks amazing on PC. But yeah, so you were hired. The enemy's also hiring up all the mercenaries. And is this your first time using a glaive or a halberd?
One with nature.
Oh, it's like a Ren fair. You know, I have never been to a Ren fair, but from everything I hear about it, from mostly American media, I just want to go so badly. So badly.
I swear by my sword.
Jean out here carrying us because this cat girl is learning how to game and be chat at the same time. Not always successfully. But I'm very excited to have you all here chatting away so I can learn. Okay. Zhao, off you go. The other 4 Levi nations. Yeah. Oh wow, so how many people were like involved in this stage of the is it okay to call it reenactment? Is there another term you prefer? Oh, Kaz, I love how you were so kind. You're like, you'll get the hang of it just as I die. Wait, so were there literally 2,500 people there? Sorry, 3,000 altogether? That is incredible. I'm trying to wrap my head around 3,000 historical reenactment people in one place. That is mind-blowing. Okay, so there were, and I don't want to say NPCs, but there were non-combatants around.
Solidify!
Oh wow, okay, so combatants are only a third of it.
As one with wind and cloud. One with nature. Useless.
Don't die, team.
Get out of my way!
Team, I said don't die. That means you, Zhao. Cowering insect.
I will have order.
Okay, so realistically, if the combatants are only 1/3, does that mean there were 6,000 people? No, sorry, 9,000. Wow, that must cost so much money to run, and yeah, the food, all of it. Is it a big business, or is it mostly a labour of love for the organisers? Yeah? Oh, hosting parties, now that's fun. Labour of love, oh, that is incredible. That's so much work and effort for something that you're passionate about.
From rock to dust.
Oh. From rock to dust sooner or later. I don't usually, the battle doesn't usually go this long, so I often hear these Age to Hell lines and I'm enjoying them. But Zhao, I think, is almost going to make quick work of him. Yep, I'm sorry, buddy. It was a good fight. It was a fantastic fight, honestly. You would have murdered me if I wasn't able to come back to life through the power of fried eggs. It started as a protest. Mag, that is fascinating. I'm trying to comprehend beginning as a protest and then just becoming this massive reenactment event, and my mind is just blown. I mean, I'm even struggling to comprehend the size of it, that many people in one place for an event. And your weapons are made of rattan wood, not steel, so we can... Yeah, I'm hoping that's so we don't kill each other. Did I just quit out without collecting it? I think I did. I think I just quit out without collecting the reward. I'm sorry, Cass. There were 10,000 total at the Great Western War and the third largest war of the SCA. I can't even imagine. So, you must have needed to take over just a massive amount of land. Like this, I'm imagining this as Burning Man type levels of size. Because just trying to wrap my head around the scale of this.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a
Largest
hand
was
on me.
Really? So the Penzig puts Burning Man to shame. That is... I mean, I'm... 3 whole weeks. And, I mean, that must be tough. I take it it's in the USA as well, yeah? Because my understanding is that they are not kind with holiday allowance for a lot of people working full-time in the USA, so just getting the time away from work to that must be a struggle. 10,000 warriors on either side with about 100,000 soldiers everywhere. That is incredible. I'm just trying to picture it, and yeah, my mind can't even imagine a battle of that scale. Yeah, sorry, 100,000 reenactors, not soldiers. So would it be the rule of thirds again? So about 30,000 soldiers? Kudu McShane. I'm sorry, McShine. Am I saying that right? McShine or McShane? McShane? I love Kudu. So the black dog, son of, I don't know Shane, though it does sound like Shine to me. So the black dog, son of Shane. That's a very cool name. More parties appendix to 20,000. Still, that is incredible. That's fantastic. And when you say McShane, is the Shane surname chosen for a reason? Is it a particular sort of clan and clan motto, or is there a backstory there for Kudu? I've actually got a story in one of the, a character in one of the books I'm writing called Kudu, so it's delighting me to see someone out there using the name. It just rolls off the tongue. It's a beautiful, beautiful name. McShane was supposed to sound like Son of Shine. Okay, so McShine. I get it. Cuculin, yeah. That's awesome. Now, Maya, forgive me because I don't have my Twitch interface up to sort of check everyone's profiles and that, but do you follow the glorious Cuculin of the Copper Hound, or are you actually them and I'm just making a complete tit of myself?
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
Oh, I see the Copper Hound emoticons. They're so good. So, wait, are you actually them? Oh my gosh, is my senpai in the chat? Oh, I see. You're one of the under. That's so cool. So, are you part of the Donga Reviews team? Kuzlikran, there we go. I got their name up on screen. Just calling them Kuklane. Oh, I see. Of course, Maya. I remember your Twitter profile now. I apologize. I am pausing to look you up because I got to. November 1st. That's not too far away. Are you going for a 3D VTuber or a live 2D rig?
How absurd.
It's been so exciting for me seeing all the other Celtic VTubers in the community. I got such a pleasant surprise when Kuzlikran appeared in my mentions. Like, I didn't even know there were people out there doing Celtic VTubing, and it's absolutely just made my life. But yeah, tell me about what kind of rig you're planning, and how's it going? Any particular challenges? I want a 3D model. Yes, yes. It's also a lot easier and a lot less expensive. I am a fan of the 3D models, and you can do cool things like take them into Beat Saber, which I'm hoping to try one time. Oh my goodness, I am delighted to have caused the same feeling. Yeah, I mean, when I saw Kuzlikran, I wasn't even sure how to react. I do not have VR yet, but I'm hoping to. And I won't lie, a part of it is just so when I have a VTuber that I can just join into. Oh, the cats. It's nice to hear you found the 3D models more expressive, because I see a lot of people saying they prefer the 2D models for that. But honestly, yeah, I like the 3D models. There's so much you can do with them. Some really fun stuff. And lots of challenges as well, but there's a good community here on Twitter and on Twitch, so lots of people around to help out. And naturally, if you guys have any questions, please do give me an at on Twitter, or just pop the questions in here, because I would love to help people out. I'm not the best source of information, but I can hopefully point you guys in the right direction, if nothing else. Thank you, Mayak. And I hope to see you VTubing soon as well. Oh, a VR MMO. Tell me more. The Kaz, what sort of VTuber are you planning on being? Tell me a little about that. Zenith the Last City. Oh. There was one of the VTubers I follow on YouTube. I'm not sure who, I'll need to look it up, but there is a game that's out already where you can bring your VTuber model in. Oh, the cast, just curious what sort of your concept is, what your idea is. Or sorry, are you already VTubing? And you've got a model. Zenith the Last City. Okay, okay. Yeah, there's another game on Steam in early access right now, with a sort of medieval Viking type open world survival style, and you can port your VTuber, your 3D avatars into there, which is quite exciting. And of course, Kaza, no pressure to talk about your VTubing thoughts if you don't want to. I know I'm firing a lot of questions at the chat, so if anyone is just preferring to lurk, please ignore me. I'm just super excited to learn about everyone, and everyone's so lovely. Oh. Okay, well, while I'm paused, I'm definitely going to check you out on social media, the Kaz, because, oh, I remember your avatar. There is nothing purposefully bad about it. It's adorable. I love your PNG tuber. They are precious, and I want to protect them. And I also adore your banner art by Spider Kaiku. Just lurking in your media tab now for screenshots. Naku, even the little bits of art in your mentions that you're just doing quickly look amazing. You are I'm sorry, why did I call you Naku there? Because I'm thinking, I think I must have gone past a Genshin tweet. Kaz, sorry, your artwork is amazing. I absolutely adore it. And your character design is so cool. I'm loving the cravat, I'm loving the hair. It looks like there's going to be some great motion when that's modelled. And overall, I just like the vibe of your page, Kaz. And I like that you're kind of going for a vibe where you don't take yourself too seriously and just kind of have fun. I appreciate that, because there's one thing I find about the VTuber community is there seems to be a lot of pressure to get everything right out of the gate. And I don't think there should be. I think it's off-putting for people that are coming into it new. Like, you don't need a perfect model straight out of the gate. You can just stream like me with a model that's slightly broken but still fun. And oh man, there's so much pressure for debut streams, and that stuff scares me. I'm avoiding that. Mayak says, what? Why would anyone want less than perfection? That's the thing, eh? And it's so easy for people to chase perfection and use that as a reason to never go out there, and I don't want that. I want everyone to be out there having fun, VTubing. That's my wish for the world, is that everyone be out there having fun and letting themselves be a little bit less than perfect, which is something I'm very much learning. I had fun. I remembered how to do my expressions. Yeah, exactly, Kaz, exactly. It's just about having fun, showing up, making lots of mistakes, because why not? I mean, in the end, a lot of the streaming is just video games. It doesn't matter if things don't go entirely to plan. And there's so many like welcome surprises. Like, this was a short notice stream tonight that I did, and I really wasn't expecting anyone to show up, so having you here, Kaz and Mayak, has been such a wonderful surprise. And if I listened to the part of me that was like, oh, nobody's gonna show up, you should just cancel it and just get an early night, then I'd have missed out on all of this. Oh, heck yeah, Mayak, with the Samhain debut date. That's amazing. Katie, her birthday is on Samhain. Samhain, I'm saying it wrong. Though I'm not, as long as I don't say Samhain like they do in Supernatural, that hurts me. But yeah, Samhain. Yeah, Katie's birthday is on Samhain, and I'm trying to figure out whether to do a stream. I know, you share the suffering with the Samhain from Supernatural. The true enemy of all the Celts. That Samhain, that villain. Yeah. Oh, I love Samhain so much. It's one of my favourite times of the year. And there's an old tradition up here in this part of the world where instead of carving pumpkins, you carve neeps or turnips. And let me tell you, turnips are so much harder to carve than pumpkins. It's honestly ridiculous. Like, I kind of wish pumpkins had got to Scotland sooner because they're a lot easier to carve. Alright, Ajda, round 2. Will I remember the controls? Let's find out.
It is
Time, Morax! We settle this now! Ah!
Stabilize. Crumble.
Useless.
You can't sell it as a free 8-day holiday it used to be. Oh, Kaz, you are lovely, and I am absolutely looking forward to catching your streams as well. Your operator... I also love that phrasing, by the way. Your operator was born on Samhain. That is fantastic. That is the best birthday month.
Into the wind.
I hear Katie's operator is... Well, Katie's housemate, shall we say, is an October birthday as well. But not as fortunate as Halloween. I wish. Not as fortunate as Samhain. Jean, we're counting on you to heal Kazuha up. You got this.
I swear by my sword.
I keep just looking over at the chat and blushing. You are all too lovely.
Solidify.
I'm so curious what time it is for you folks right now. I'm thinking SoCal around dinner time maybe, so sort of 5, 6 o'clock.
Evil conquering.
It's super late here. Well, I say super late, not that late. It's 1:30 here.
Worthless.
Oh, that is rough. The November political birthdays, yeah. Oh, sorry, Zhao. That is rough. Yeah. That's fine. But hey, I mean, at least your birthday, it's just at the start of November, so you get to celebrate it before the politics hit full swing, right? You can be like, hang on, politics, my birthday's first, and it's more important.
Today, you witness your reckoning.
Today, you witness your reckoning. Oh, hey, Kaz, you're also in the Late Nighter Club. I hear the VTubers don't need a sleep schedule, that's what I'm hoping for, so we'll fit right in. Honestly, of all the VTuber memes, the one that we don't have a sleep schedule or sleep pattern is the most relatable one so far. Oh, oh. Oh boy. Right, Jean, it's all on you. To be fair, Jean could tank this fight if I was actually paying attention.
I cannot give up.
You cannot, Jean.
Stabilize.
I love that. Yeah, your birthday wish is for people to vote us around. That's a great birthday wish, honestly. I think if I had a birthday around then, my wish would be for people to just vote. Just vote. It's so disheartening how few people vote. Oh, I hear you, Kaz. Like, I'm always the first to be that mum friend. Like, you need to sleep, it's important. And then, do I do it myself? Never. Never. That is a rad thing to do for your friends, so really supportive.
Order guide you. You stand upon your
tomb. Now do you know it not? Sonny Bane. I don't actually know them, Maya. Tell me about them. If you do not mind. I should really stop being like, tell me about them. I should be like, tell me about them, please. Please tell me about them. Do as I say, not as I do. Exactly that, Kaz. Oh. Oh. Okay, so Zhao dying is a shame, but I love that one of his like dying lines is now shut it, because that's his taking heavy damage line now. Makes it worth it. Especially if he's in mid-air and just gets knocked out of the air, just like shut it, dies. That's kind of a mood, like that's the energy I wish to aspire to. Telling people to shut it as I die.
Hear me.
Stabilize.
I'm quite nervous. My partner tends to watch these streams on VOD when he wakes up. He's an early bird and he also plays Genshin. I managed to get him addicted to it, so he's gonna see this and just be like, what were you doing? How could you let Jean die? I'm sorry. Letting Jean die is a crime. She is near enough immortal when played properly. From rock to dust. Okay, I mean, between Zhao and Zhongli, we've got this. As long as I don't die. That's the hard part. Oh. I'm still blown away by how good the graphics for this look compared to the PS5. I thought the PS5 looked phenomenal compared to the PS4, but this is so pretty. Okay, okay. That is... We're just gonna pretend we didn't see me killing off 2/3 of my party. 3/4 even of my party, even worse. Okay, now the next challenge is to not hit the escape button. I'm getting the word. I haven't played Genshin before, but I'm playing for the first time tomorrow on stream. Oh, that is so exciting! I am going to need to try and set a reminder for your stream. What time is it, if you don't mind me asking, in our time, in the UK time? Because I need to set a reminder for that. That sounds fantastic. It is super fun, honestly. And despite having payments as an option, you can play it for so long without having to fork out anything. I think I played for probably about 300 hours before I gave in and handed over my wallet. I did it! I made it! I claimed the reward this time! Gilded scale. Nice, nice, nice. And a blood jade branch. I think gilded scale is what Kazuha needs, so that's exciting. No dream solvent. And let me pause for a second and catch up on the chat because I need to read this story. Okay, let's read the story of Sonny Bane, my ex-notorious ancestor. They lived in Scotland / North England around the 15th century, allegedly married the Morrigan. Ooh, now that's quite a claim. That's quite a claim. In my head, the Morrigan is a queer icon. I'm sorry, but she's got big queer lady energy. But, you know, I can settle for bi lady energy. I'll go with that. He allegedly married the Morrigan and they had many children and grandchildren. 48 of them in all. 48. Oof, poor Morrigan. He and his clan would allegedly cannibalize English people on their way up to Edinburgh. I mean, no wonder they had 48 kids to feed. I mean, you're going to run out of sheep and mutton after a while. One day they were discovered by a nobleman who shot his wife's horse, sacrificing her so he could escape. So he sacrificed the horse and his wife. He sacrificed them both. Mate, like, if you say yeah he did, I'm going to be like, I'm sure there was enough room on his horse for them both. It's like the Titanic all over again. There was enough room for both of you on that horse. A manhunt ensued where all of them were hunted down and executed, all but one boy who escaped to Germany. And that one boy became one of your ancestors? He sacrificed them both. Wow, that is cold, honestly. So cold. But the boy who escaped, you know, they lied to you, so I'm going to assume they're a good person. They're probably from the wife's side of the family. the decent side. Oh, the boy who lived, of course. My goodness, I have never heard this story before, and that is phenomenal. And I kind of like the cannibal aspect, I won't lie. That's pretty cool. That's my Hannibal fangirl side coming through, I think. Mike says, a product of cannibalism and incest. I mean, look, Scottish people aren't going to throw stones when it comes to being products of incest. That's just the way it was back in the day, it seems. And the small island I'm from up in the Hebrides, it's infamous for keeping things in the family. So glass houses here, I'm not going to throw stones. The main thing is that we turned out alright. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure. Mike, I'm not sure if I should read that message out. You may have accidentally eaten human one time in China. Was it accidental though? Or was it your ancestry coming out? Also, accidentally? I feel like there's another story there and I'm almost scared to ask. There's a lot there. There's a lot there. It's also really sad. Just that you were put in a situation where that could happen. That should never have happened to you. You didn't deserve that. I see. Well, okay, the person was still alive. That's actually, that's a lot better than I was thinking. Okay, so it was in a restaurant and the dude was still alive apparently, just missing a leg. I mean, wow. And do you think it's true, or do you think, oh no, I was going to say, oh no, I was going to ask if I was going to ask if you think they're pulling your leg, and now I feel bad. I hope it was theatre. I hope it was theatre. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, I hope it was theatre. Wow. I have to sleep after this, Mac. I have to sleep after that story. I'll be thinking, if I ever get to live my dream and travel to China, I'll be just wandering all the time. But hey, at least the person was alive. That's the main thing. They lived to fight another day. China was amazing, huh? Yeah. And when you're traveling to places like China, do you organize it all yourself, or do you use like travel agents, guide services? I've always been curious. My general feeling is that it's best to organize it all yourself if you can, but I also feel like you miss a lot if you don't speak the language, a lot of things that you could see. Let's go fight Mr. Child. I do have some questions about the people you were having your dinner with, if they thought that was a joke. Ah, I see. So your grandparents set up the first one, and the second and third ones were set up for your martial arts school. Yeah. What gave your grandparents the idea? Was it something you were passionate about? Always? Okay, step one to fight Child is to make sure my party's conscious. And Kaz, I'm sorry, I'm not being a very good example of good Genshin gameplay for you. You'll have a lot of fun tomorrow though in your stream, Kaz, I know it. It's just such a great fun world to kick about in. My grandparents did this thing where they took all my cousins and siblings to different continents when we turned 13. What a fantastic opportunity! That's amazing! Gosh, imagine being able to give your grandkids that sort of an opportunity. That's just living the dream right there. Your oldest cousin got to safari for the Serengeti? Yeah, I hear you on wanting to be Paimon, Kaz. Oddly enough, she does kind of grow on you after a while, and some of the dialogue between Zach Aguilar, the male traveler's voice actor, and Paimon is really funny. And I imagine the female traveler is as well. Have you decided if you want to play female or male traveler? My youngest cousin went to the Galapagos. Oh my goodness. This team is good for Child, I think. I do sometimes have Barbara on for Child in case I die, and given how poorly I've been performing, I'm tempted. My sister went to Australia and got to swim around the Great Barrier Reef. Amazing. And we're back to free driving, yeah. Come full circle. I'm trying to decide whether to have Barbara in my party. Oh no, Kaz, I get it. The female traveller is gorgeous. Like, after I chose the male traveller and I saw her design, I had so many regrets. She's so pretty. But at least in my playthrough I get to see her being the villain, so that's a treat in itself. But she is so pretty. And she's also a little bit faster to attack than the male traveller, so great fun tactically there. You get a wee bit of an advantage. You're choosing a great time to join as well with all the new content dropping. For Barbara and Jean. Look at the two sisters fighting side by side.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle.
Ah, great start.
Solidify.
Uma Musume, I've been hearing things about it. Is it, what platform's it on? What's it like? Once you played a bit more Genshin, let me know if it's very similar, because I'm kind of tempted to get into more games, but at the same time I'm terrified because I only have so much money. Just gonna pick Joe, Barbara, sorry, back up.
How unbecoming.
How unbecoming. I'm sorry, child, I know. Usually a bit better than this.
Useless.
Solidify.
Try this. Passable effort. You're wide open.
Oh, I see. So you can play it on PC using a specific app.
Celestial Voyager.
Stabilize.
Celestial Voyager, I love this.
So quick to flee.
So quick to flee. I love how Child says that while running away himself.
Useless. Not bad, not bad.
Okay, transformation time.
Not bad. You've got it.
Seal.
Gather.
All you do is run.
I'm right here. I'm not running at all, child. He's such a fibber.
Let the show begin.
Get out of my way.
I'm gonna try and save Zhou's burst for the final form. Oh dear, get Zhongli up for that shield.
Back there.
And get some heals on the go for Jean. There we go. Second location where turtles were more likely to be seen. Oh, that's so, I'm picturing it. That's beautiful. I've heard of the Molokini crater. I would absolutely love to pet a shark, honestly. Oh wow, okay, Child's transformation, also extra pretty on the PC. I'm enjoying this. And he seems extra purple. I don't know why. Did you get a chance, Maya, to pet any of the sharks? Foul Legacy, the Devouring Deep. Ah! I love how in the cutscene he's still got his electro armor on. It's a nice detail. Foul Legacy child, best child.
I'll protect us.
Good, we're counting on you, Barbara.
Stabilize.
Now, let's see if I can regain some of my honor for all these deaths that I've suffered in this session. There we go.
You're a cut above.
You're a cut above, bruh. Tusk of Monoceros for Zhongli, exciting. Shadow of the Warrior for Zhao, exciting. I just gave Zhao his second crown, which is the sort of highest level of attackiness that they can get to. So it's exciting. And a Northlander Catalyst billet. Not sure how you say it, but those are exciting because those are used to craft new weapons, and with Inazuma there'll hopefully be some new weapons I haven't tried. And let me catch up on chat. So returning to the free diving. Mayak saying they would dive to this ocean floor to collect urchins, octopuses. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna butcher this next word. Hamu nuku nuku. Hamu nuku nuku. Hamu nuku nuku. I love that. I don't know what it is, but I love it. I actually think I might have seen a picture of it. Are those really big fish. That's a terrible description, but they're just big chonky boys. Probably not the same, but hamu, hamu, nuku nuku. Amazing. Another marine life. I would bring them back up to our boat where the first mate would entertain the passengers on our way to shore. We'd take people snorkeling in Molokini Crater, where you can swim with all sorts of unique marine aquatic life, even pet sharks, or if you're very lucky, see a monk seal. I'm so curious, tell me about monk seals. Are they as grumpy as normal seals? Because between you and me, I would rather pet a shark than go near a seal. I don't trust them further than I could throw them, and I couldn't throw them far at all. Like, seals are so adorable, but they're also so vicious and just so full of hatred, like dolphins, which I also have a vendetta against. And Max saying Pokemon Unite isn't pay to win overall, but there is a bit of an advantage you can get thanks to its hell item system. Got you. I might have to give that a go. It's Switch only at the moment, that's right, isn't it? So I'm thinking I've got one of the... Because my current Switch is only a Switch Lite, I can't stream with it, so... But I've got one of the new white ones on pre-order, and hopefully I'll be able to stream with that and do a bit of Pokemon Unite. Okay, we're on the same page about seals, but monk seals are very friendly. That is nice. I'm really glad there's some seals, some good seals in the world. Because yeah, Scottish seals are just terrifying. Thank you. Oh, that's really cool. It's a shame seals are just such terrible, vicious creatures, because I love Selkie mythology, and I love everything about it, but seals are also scary because they attack so many pets. But then, I mean, that fits Selkie mythology. Yeah, Selkies are just amazing. I assume, Mag, that you've seen the Selkie animation by the team that did the Book of Kells. If not, highly recommend it. I'm just checking the name. It's by that really, really amazing Irish animation studio. Song of the Sea! That's it! Exactly that. Oh, okay, and yeah, if you haven't seen Song of the Sea, absolutely everyone should watch it. Just, the art style is something else. It's just so beautiful. I love everything that studio puts out. I haven't actually checked if they've done anything new since Song of the Sea. Have a wee look. Oh, even just looking it up and seeing the screenshots, it's just such a beautiful, beautiful movie. Okay, so yeah, it followed The Secret of Kells, which is a Book of Kells based one, and preceded Wolfwalkers, a 2020 release. It's the third installment in the Irish folklore trilogy. And I haven't seen it, but oh, the poster looks amazing. It's got this amazing looking, feral looking redhead lassie. A bit like Merida from Brave, but even wilder. And all these wolves. It's looking fantastic. It was an Apple original, which is probably why I haven't heard of it beforehand. It was released to the Apple TV. Okay, I'm gonna have to find out how to stream that in the UK, because that looks absolutely beautiful. Wolfwalker stream when? Oh, I'll have to see if it's on Amazon Prime. I'll imagine then I could do a Twitch live stream without having to hide the picture. That would be amazing. We should just look up the most Celtic stuff. I've been tempted to do an Outlander stream because I haven't watched it yet, but I quite dig the parts of it that are filmed in Inverness. And I always have fun playing Spot the Country. The Water Horse movie. Which Water Horse movie, Kaz? Because I was ringing a strong bell, but my brain is just empty. It's not a movie, but for Kelpie mythology, highly recommend this Scorpio Races by Maggie Stiefvater, who also wrote the Shiver trilogy of werewolf books and the amazing Raven Boys books. Oh, that sounds amazing, Mag. I will look forward to that. Oh, folks, if you can remember the name of this Waterhorse movie where the kid races Loch Ness Monster, pop it in the chat because I don't think I've seen it and it sounds amazing. My first VTuber concept was actually Nessie, and I got pretty far along with her. Her model was all ready to go, but in the end, just my catgirl heart had to be sated. The Waterhorse got you. Okay, I will look that up. Waterhorse Legend of Deep. Now that does ring a bell. Oh my gosh, it looks so cute from the little stills I'm seeing. Okay, I have not seen this and I must immediately. This just looks so good. And the CG, that CG holds up. For a 2007 movie, you'd never guess it looking at it. The CG looks nice and modern. Very clean. Oh, that is just... Oh, this whole movie looks amazing. This looks full of cuteness. I am looking forward to watching that. Thank you. Oh, I'm not up on up to date on Ruby, so I don't know which monster they added. But the way you said I dare not speak its name, that just has my brain going, it's the monster called Macbeth.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
Oh, I see, Meg. I see what you're getting at. Probably shouldn't speak the name either. Thank you, Lucas. I'm sure I will love it, honestly. It just looks like a delightful movie. Also, Meg, that was such a clever way of getting the name of a certain Scottish monster across in the chat. Though, when you said keep your knuckles safe, my brain just immediately went Sonic. The monster is Sonic the Hedgehog. Ruby times Sonic when? I've still got 50 resin. What shall I fight? You're working on a Ruby weapon yourself. Is this for VTubing? Tell me more, or is this in real life? Knuckles meme. My other half has kindly informed me that I should avoid that meme because it's kind of problematic in its roots. So I don't say it anymore, which is a shame. Like, can we get some good memes out there that aren't kind of dubiously maybe offensive? Oh, for VR, for VTubing, yeah, I see. That's really cool. And then the next step is to like get it in the Ruby game and just off you go. Though I hear the Ruby game isn't great. I watched a review of it and I don't even know why I watched a review because I've only seen like the first 2 seasons. I see, so was it a case in VR chat of everyone getting all excited and cosplaying as Ruby and then just being as their own Ruby Sonas and Ruby characters and then getting really disappointed? I've seen some amazing VR chat Ruby avatars. Just VR chat avatars in general, there's so much talent. Do you have a VR headset yourself then, Mayak? Oh, I've not got enough resin to fight Storm Terror. Not Storm Terror, Lupus Borealis. So just checking what else I need to use the resin on. It's probably a little bit silly of me, Mag, to see you talking about being there in VR chat and be like, do you have a VR headset? Of course you do. You have 3. Which is your favourite? I've been tempted by the Quest 2. Are you the person I need to go to when I have to make the decision? I have some concerns about not having enough room to make good use of them in the house. The idea for your weapon is a hand axe, pole axe, and a tower shield combo that can slot together to become a minigun. That sounds amazing. You gotta make it happen. All of yours are the Oculus. Okay, so is it Quest X and the Quest 2? Ah, I see. Rift, Oculus Quest, and Quest 2. Very nice. And how do you find the Quest 2? Is it a good upgrade, or do you end up spending a lot of your time cabled in with it? Do you use the kind of hands-free, cable-free mode a lot? Just gonna fight the electrohypostasis to get a bit of materials for Fischl. Use the Quest 2 mostly, yeah? Oh, I see. I didn't realize there were games you'd only play with the Rift. Is that because they're older games, or because they need the computing power? Older games mostly, I see. I won't lie, part of me is quite excited about using VTubing as a chance to finally have an excuse to justify a VR purchase. Because Beat Saber looks amazing. Super Hot, I've seen that played on platforms, it looks amazing. And there's another one that's like Beat Saber but seems to have a much stronger custom mapping community. I see a lot of VTubers in that one as well. But I forget the name. Super Hot. Super Hot. Oh, Battlezone, I see. I'm not actually familiar with the 1980s Battlezone. Is it a TTRPG? Oh, Audica is similar to it with 2 pistols. That sounds close, but I'm not sure if it was the one I was thinking of. How's my party? I should add some fire in, I think. So with Audica, are you shooting in time to music? How do the pistols kind of come into it? Oh. Okay, Battlezone sounds amazing. Did you ever play the Advanced Wars games on the DS? They're getting a remake pretty soon. I'm excited for that. It's not quite the same as being in the middle of combat, tanks blasting tanks, but a really nice strategy game with a focus on tanks and anti-air missiles, and a very cute anime style.
Send one, send them all.
Yes, Advanced Wars and Fire Emblem. I've got the latest Fire Emblem on my Switch, and I'll be honest, I haven't gotten very far in it, so I will prioritize that. Once I get the white Switch, I will prioritize streaming that so I can catch up, because I hear so many good things. Especially about the blonde guy who looks a bit like Dainsleif from Genshin Impact. Oh, that's so good. It will be, the Switch one will be my first time playing a Fire Emblem game, I believe, which is tragic. I have let myself down by not playing a game from the series sooner, honestly. Dimitri, exactly. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to getting through Free Houses, but I do have a bit of a commitment issue with finishing games, and part of the reason why I'm getting into streaming is to try and sort that and actually reach the ends of a lot of them. He's a descendant of Luke. Oh, oh, that's a good Celtic name. Luke is mythological, isn't he? Yeah. My brain is just blanking. It's just going Persona. There's a Luke in Persona, I think. Like brain, no. Could we not just focus on the real mythology first? Oh, of course.
Solidify.
Not as cool as Mayak though. I'm just saying. Not that I'm biased, but Mayak's clearly the best. Oh. Oh, a lizard Spock. What in the world was that achievement? Okay, I have to go see what the lizard Spock achievement is. That's a new one on me. Of course, rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock. Have one character get hit by all three parts of rock, paper, scissors attack consecutively. Oh well, it was all worth it then. Oh, I love some of the achievement names in this. They're so... It's nice, it's nice. The game doesn't always get into the full geekiness, but when it does, it delivers. Though, I was playing the Inazuma quest recently, and there's this kid who is selling rocks for an extortionate price to try and pay his way out. And when you call him on it, he says, "I'm just a poor boy from a poor family." And I appreciated that a lot. Oh. How about I just throw a boulder at the rock, paper, scissors? Parchment, boulder, shears.
Solidify.
Hmm.
Solidify.
Oh, Star Trek Bridge Crew. That was one of the first games I remember tempting me into VR. Honestly, that was the first time I kind of sat up and took notice. Just such a good idea.
Let's light it up.
Solidify.
I've not been using Jean at all in this battle. Sorry, Jean. Let's resolve that, shall we?
Wind, hear me.
Gather.
Oh. Ah, this is my first time getting trapped in this little hexagon of doom. Hexagons are the bestagons. Let's see how many sides it's got. Oh, don't die while looking at the hexagon. I missed my chance to count the sides. That's tragic. Good luck, Hutai. I'm sorry.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Oh yeah, Hutai would have been useful for this part. Let's see if we can get her back up. But hi there, man. That's an interesting question. Why do you ask? Kind of a weird way to kick things off there. I know, right, Mayak? So the hi there man has rocked up in the chat, and the first thing they say is, "Are you a guy or a girl?" And I mean, I think it's fairly obvious I'm a cat. I mean, the ears are right there. So hopefully that helps. So close. Let's see if I can make this thing work. Congratulations on keeping the ship at 3% hull integrity. That's quite the crew there, Mayak. Oh. Oh, I see. So your whole thing is that you come into the chat and say hi there. That is a cool gimmick. I appreciate that, honestly. Fair play to you. Fair play, man. On you go. I appreciate that. That's a good little gimmick. It reminds me of a lot of the Reddit usernames. I don't fully appreciate being called doggy, but I'm gonna let you off of it because I appreciate the dedication to the role. Oh, I see. Okay, that is cool. And do you get? And I'll say this out loud for the video. So the hi there man shows up, and whatever gender the YouTuber is, they say the opposite. So hi there baby mama or hi there baby daddy. And okay, this is fascinating. I'm super intrigued. So do you get people getting upset, getting offended? Or is everyone kind of chilled with it? I gotta admit, you had me in the first half, the hi there man. You had me in the first half, kind of showing up here with what's your gender. You had me. But I appreciate that's a fairly wholesome agenda, and you have my respect. Oh, don't be sorry, don't be sorry. I understand now. I understand. You did give me a bit of a fright. But hey, I am very glad that it was actually a wholesome agenda all along. I gotta ask, what made you decide that that would be your thing? Or do you have like multiple Twitch accounts with different kind of things that you go in with? What's your story? Hang about for a bit and tell us about yourself. Yeah, exactly, Kaz. Yeah. Kaz gets it. Kaz, this is totally off topic, but your name reminds me of Kaz Brecker from Shadow and Bone and the sequel series, which his name's gone straight out of my head while I fight this cube. And oh, such a good book series. I see, I see. So were you streaming when the person said it to you the first time? And was the person who said it to you the first time, was it the full joke, or did you take it and improve it? Why am I getting a random event when I'm in a boss fight? Genshin, why?
Let's light it up!
There we go. Much better. Oh, I see, I see. So you're improving on it. That's pretty cool. I dig it, I dig it. So how does it work? Do you sort of look for channels that are live and just hop in? Because that seems like a fun way to explore new content. Oh, I see, I see. Huh. Oh, well that's a risky game, looking for whoever looks chill and then go onto a Scottish stream. That's risky. That's brave. I appreciate that, yeah. Free lightning prisms for Fischl, that is awesome. Oh, Kaz, your name comes from Kazuma-Kiri from Yakuza. That is so good and such a good series of games. Hi Mike, welcome back. I suspect we are just going to round things off because I am out of resin and also it's 2 AM, so I need to go to bed, and Kaz probably needs to as well, eh Kaz? But it has been rad having you all along for the ride and meeting such lovely people. Maya, you've been a delight with your stories. Kaz, you're adorable. Hi there man, yes, also go to bed, but honestly, great having you pop in and thank you for pleasantly surprising me with that plot twist. I take it you're in the UK too, so yeah, definitely get into bed. Oh, hey, that's sweet of you. I appreciate that. But no pressure. No pressure. You just go do your thing and live your life and don't worry about things like that. You don't need to follow. But thank you for being pleasant and not a troll like I was expecting. I do appreciate it a lot. You are good peoples. All of you are. Oh, now if I stay on any longer I'll get sappy. So I will say goodnight. Probably should, don't know if I will. Come on Kaz, you got to. Sleep important. When do I normally stream, Mag? That's a great question. I will put up a schedule on my Twitter once I've figured that out. I know I'm having a day off tomorrow.
When the sun's out,
And then hopefully I'll be streaming on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, day off on Saturday, streaming on Sunday. But I will check the times and I will put them on my Twitter and update the Twitch schedule as well. Thank you for asking. Oh, you are all very sweet people. Thank you so much for joining me and thank you for being an absolute ray of light for a relatively new VTuber. You are lovely and I hope you all sleep well when bedtime comes and have a fantastic week. See you soon.